$20-something. This might be going to the airport. Exxon, I would have got 6% cash back. Right by that Walmart. So I think it's on the right side. That's the fire station. It's a nice lovely fire station. Can't close in that barrel. Oh man. It's a 15-minute wait, man. I should have looked at it. getting that. He's getting that.
How are you this morning?
I'm alright. How about yourself, ma'am?
Tired, but doing good. Gonna be a long day.
Where are you flying to?
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, you have a couple layovers or what?
I have one layover.
Atlanta?
Yeah. We made it. There we go. Let me see. I'm so sorry.
You're alright. I've waited this long.
Yeah, I saw you got early.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I guess it was a reservation, right?
Yes.
And truthfully, I don't pick up reservations because it's the waiting, you know.
Yeah. I did try to hurry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's all right.
It's just so early.
I already took, you know. I was just looking at my phone, looking at
Staying
YouTube
awake.
and stuff. Yeah, well, I usually drive overnight, so.
Oh, gotcha. Am I gonna be your last stop for the day?
Oh, nah.
Okay.
It's probably gonna die out about 10 or 11 o'clock. But I usually don't drive it. Even though I live over here, I drive to Austin to go work. But since school let out, UT let out, it's not. Because last week I drove in Houston.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I grew up in Houston, so
So did my mom and her family.
That's a great city, but it's crazy over there.
Yeah.
But Austin is super great.
Yeah.
Austin is very great. Very great. Or shall I say the greater.
Yeah.
Well, for doing Uber at least.
Yeah.
It's mostly here in San Antonio, it's Uber X. And over there, I don't do Uber X. I didn't start till about 11 o'clock, so.
So you're halfway through?
Nah, probably don't even have 94 hours, you know. But I just went and put gas, so.
Nice.
Gas is like 40 more cents higher over here than it was in Houston.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, so I'm like. That many drivers out, because everybody I picked up, it was a little distance to go. Well, I was mostly getting like, because with doing the Uber X, you're getting $2.50 rides, and
Oh, wow.
I was like, man, I'll just take everyone that they send me. This was my delivery area when I delivered them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, from like Alamo Ranch this way. So I know the area. This area better than most.
Yeah.
Most other areas. Matter of fact, I got hit right here. I had to turn right there. Yeah, and it was I had it on camera, and I should have showed it to the police. I don't know why it slipped my mind, because I was recording the whole time, because it was just sitting in the car, and they still haven't got back to me. It was the day that Trump supposedly had got shot, and that's been almost a year ago. Since I'm over here and it's not going to be as busy, I think I'm going to go, because this is Helotes, right? That's what the police came with. When the police came, it was Helotes police. They took so long to get there, and I told the kid, I said, man, I got you on tape, man. Oh, can I see it? I'm like, nah. How you can't see it? Well, I want to show it to him for it. If he would have, I would have showed it to him if he would have said, yeah, it's my fault. And that's the thing, I blew the horn, and then he hit me from the side. I'm like, yes, I guess I'm gonna have to go to, I guess Bandera. That was on Bandera.
Yeah.
Show him the video, because I've never heard anything back, and he's liable, you know. Yeah. You know, I don't play the A. If I hit you, I'm gonna tell you I hit you, because it was I hit somebody on 151. And I didn't see her. She must have been coming fast. I was more fixated on like 3 police motorcycles over there with the lights on, and then I hit her. Then I hit her on this side. Then she somehow gets on this side, and I told her, man, let's get off the highway, man, because I don't want to die.
Yeah, never stay on the highway. Some people do.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah, I had a friend who was in college that died that way.
Yeah,
he was an offender bender. But because they stayed on the highway.
Yeah, you gotta get off.
Yeah. Some old man was driving, leaving the VFW, had a couple beers, and hit her.
Yeah, you gotta take precaution for you know. Yeah, because I told her, let's get off the highway, let's get off the freeway. And as soon as we got off, I told her, it's my fault. It's my fault. I said, I'm gonna tell him it's my fault. Then she called the police, so I was like, And I told the police when he came, it's my fault. I know he's gonna write it down in his.
Yeah.
And then so when I talked to the insurance, I told him it's my fault.
Yeah.
See, everybody's doesn't have a integrity.
Save
like
the
that.
investigation time, right?
Yeah, well, if it's my fault, it's my fault. You know, and that's what insurance is for. And it was probably about a month and a half ago, I hit a BMW. It was a 24 BMW. I don't know what year it was until, but I was coming off the freeway on 410 on Culebra. There was a car in front of me. He gets in between us, and I'm just to switch lanes anyway. And somebody cut off that car in front of him, and I guess he just hears a, you know, when the car starts making noise when you're fixing to collide. And he just got over and hit the brakes. He could have just got over and kept going. I wouldn't have hit him. But he got over and he hit the brakes. The car was sliding. Then I hit him. And then we pull over. And then, of course, I'm getting out with the phone. I said, man, I got you on camera, bro. He said, man, you hit me from behind. I said, yeah, but you cut me off 2 times, man. And I'm not just going to argue with him. Just change information. And I said, the camera's not going to lie. And then he asks me, so were you speeding or what? I'm like, I said, nah. But I just proved that he didn't even look in the mirror. I don't know, it'd be dumb for him to dispute it because I have it on camera and then they're going to know he's lying. He lies, you know. Everybody's not truthful, so everybody's going to try to, not everybody, but more than half are going to say it's not their fault, even if it is. I got to live with myself at the end of the day. I got to look in the mirror at the end of the day, so that's how I think about it. Is it going to rain or what? I see some raindrops on the windshield. I saw that it's going to rain in Austin. It might be good for me to go to Austin because it's good when it rains.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, people don't want to.
Yeah, the drivers don't.
Yeah.
The drivers don't want to. They'd rather stay at home. And more people call for rides because they don't.
They don't want to walk in the rain.
Yeah. Driving in the rain.
Do you do Uber Eats too, or just?
No, I used to. But I haven't did Uber Eats in this is probably August last year. I've just been dropping the people. But I figured it out. I figured out how to do the Uber Eats. I would park at the HEB at Alamo Ranch. Yeah, it's a lot of eateries right there.
My son did DoorDash before he left for college, like that whole summer, and made good money. And he was able to kind of like make his schedule where he could go,
yeah,
like, meet some friends, but still.
That's what I started with DoorDash, but I stopped.
Yeah.
I didn't. You have to start scheduling, and then I'll turn them both on at the same time, and the Uber Eats is more active. So I just stopped doing DoorDash. I only did it for a little while. I didn't even make $1,000.
Oh wow!
In that period of time, because I just started.
You did all of the like the Alamo Ranch, Lotus, Trenco area.
Yeah, because that you got to stay in a certain area, but on Uber Eats you can drive wherever you want.
Oh, that's nice.
Because truthfully, they want you to do the dropping the people off and that at the same time.
Yeah, when I travel, because it's nice to keep it all in like one app, and so the receipts are easy to get for work.
So you're just
I
ordering
use Uber Eats, yeah. Because typically they don't want us to like rent a car if we can help it and stuff. So, because the car rentals, once you add, the car rentals themselves aren't so expensive, but when you have to add the liability and extra gas, you might as well just have done.
I'm renting this car from Uber through Avis.
Oh yeah.
They changed this around already or what?
I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah, it said I-10 right here.
See. It's like
Yeah, because I think
every day it feels like, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been driving over here, so when I go to Austin, I go 35.
Oh, yeah.
So I haven't seen much of this. But I saw that they were opening one of these overpasses. Yeah, I'm renting the car for this. I've been driving this car about a month. And this car is $416 a week.
Yeah.
And I gotta pay it tomorrow, so. Oh, you know what? I think
exactly the issue. Like, it's just so, once you add especially the things that they require us to have if we do it for work, they like make sure you put the liability.
What time is your flight? Because this, I think this one is only going left.
My flight, I board at 4:40.
Yeah, this one's only going left. Yeah, so I'm almost paying, and plus I gotta pay gas. I was driving electric for about 7 months, and that one I was driving is $465 a week. So I'm spending more than $2,000 on just the rental car. Then I'm spending like more than 16, 17 now. But I gotta put gas. I gotta put gas in. It's cheaper to charge, but it just takes so long. Charge it take me, because I'll charge a whole bunch in a day because I'm driving the whole day. It'll take me about 5 hours during the whole time. So I guess it kind of evens out, because with the electric I will make at least $100 more bucks a day, but I gotta wait at the charge station for 5 hours, so at different amount of periods of time. Yeah, it seems like they always take so long to fix these freeways, man. And I don't know if you've seen it, they've been rounding up immigrants from job sites, and
so upsetting. So frustrating.
But all that is a voting numbers, man. That's what it's about. The Democrats let them in and all that, and they want them to get citizenship, because they're not going to vote Republican. I don't know. I don't think. Well, one time I picked up some guy. I was working in Austin. He was asking me who I'm going to vote for and all this and all that. I'm like, I feel kind of like, man, I don't feel like telling you. That's not something I really want to talk about. Especially to someone who has a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because we're not seen the same way. Then I said, well, truthfully, sir, I vote Democrat. He's like, why? I said, man, well, honestly, if you don't make over $250,000 a year, you have no business voting Republican.
Exactly.
Then he started getting mad. I hate when people say that. I'm like, he said he was from California. He didn't like Nancy Pelosi and this and that. So I was like, but he said, what can I do to change your mind? I'm like, nothing, man.
Well, I work in education, and tell you the Republicans aren't. They're taking money from the public school. They're taking money from early education. They're trying to shut down Head Start. Like all of these. Like, why wouldn't you want people to have?
Yeah, because you know who the
this?
people who needs that.
Exactly. They're like, no, if
The
you're
minorities.
educated, yeah, if you're educated, that's a threat to us.
Yeah.
Right. So.
That's not being the betterment for the country.
I know. I'm like, these like teachers already do so much with so little, right? Like, are you going to just take even more resources from them?
I make
like,
more than a teacher.
You do. A lot.
Probably twice as much as a teacher. They said I made like 72.
Yeah, teachers make
like 35.
Yeah, 35, maybe 40.
Yeah, I make twice as much as a teacher. But I'm not gonna lie, I work way more than a teacher.
It's just
my job is not more important than the teacher.
Yeah. Well, and then the thing is, like we try to take care of most of the kids. Like I do early education, right? So we have babies, like childcare, daycare. We have babies all the way up through like before and after school, so like 12 years old, right? Most of the families that we care for are low income, they're subsidy. Like most of our population is minorities, Hispanic or African American, and so the fact that they're at risk right now, like when they're just trying to like make their lives better and get ahead, like it's so frustrating. Cutting programs that have just been so beneficial.
But what it is I hate to say this, but you know I'm 52 years old, so I've seen a lot, and men did not want to vote for her. Men did not want to vote for her, so she's a woman. I guess they look at a woman as being weak if it comes to war. That's what it's on the man's mind. I don't know why. It's like, but at the same time, they didn't do it right because Kamala, she didn't get she wasn't voted to be run for president.
Yeah.
Even though she's vice president, she could have easily won.
Yeah.
But the money that goes put behind the president, they didn't want Joe Biden because he's too old, man.
Yeah.
Because she tore Donald Trump's ass up on those debates, even though I didn't see it because I was asleep. But they rather give to the top 1% than the rest of the 99%. They rather help the people who already got the money instead of the people.
It's just awful things that have been going on and happening. It's in like as a country, like it's embarrassing that we look like this. Okay, say if like I was a business person and like I was looking at the United States like as a business, which it is basically, like I wouldn't want to do business with us.
But that's the thing. You can't run a government like a business.
Yeah.
Because there's two sides.
Yeah.
In a business, you just do what you want if you're the owner. But you know what? A lot of that stuff Trump does is bluffing, man.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of bluffing, and he's making that stock market jump up and down by what he says, and the people that he knows are capitalizing off of that.
Exactly.
And they don't even pay tax. Him and Elon don't pay taxes.
I know.
And they're trying to tell us what to do with the taxes. But it'll be over soon. We can handle it. It's just going to be up to the kids to fix everything. Yeah,
It's gonna be such a mess to clean up because he's like undone so many things. Like it's gonna take so long to fix. It's crazy because like he literally just will do like all of these executive orders and just.
And that's not even before even like probably I heard of executive orders not even before Bush. This last Bush was president.
Right,
yeah. Not everything is executive order. Because all that has to get challenged through the court.
Yeah.
And then the court's on his side already.
I know, because it's Republican majority right now.
Yeah, because they bullshitted so long on replacing those judges, man.
Exactly.
This truck almost killed me coming back from Houston Sunday. He ran me off the road, man. Yeah, I don't know what. I know it's all about money for him, but that's not what being president is about. Let's see if he plays hardball with Putin. You know, they're friends, so I don't know.
I know, it's so. It's the good old boys club.
Yeah, but they're the minority now.
Yeah. The thing that has been worrying my coworkers and I, again, because we're education, so we're like thinking about like the kids, the families. Like, number one, like they're not just deporting immigrants; they are targeting Hispanics. Like,
Yeah, because they're not
Yeah.
deporting Indians and
and
Iranians and stuff like
yes,
that.
Exactly. Like they're going for a specific population, right? And then the other thing is like, yeah, we hear where the men are going, right? They're shipping them to El Salvador. They're not sending it back to their wherever like
Yeah,
they originated.
that's
They're
not
shipping
legal.
them. But the thing that freaks us out is no one on the news
He's talking about the women.
the women or the children. Where are they going?
This
And that scares the living daylights
This is what I want to know.
Yeah.
When they had them all in cages and separating the kids from the parents,
Yeah.
where happened to all the kids?
Yeah, but nobody's saying where the kids are going, and it's terrifying. Like, we know where the men are going, where are the women going, where are the children going.
Yeah, they never reunited those people with the kids and all
Yeah,
that.
no, they're
For all
not.
we know, they could have
They
put them on the black market.
A 2-year-old last week without their parents. Like, where
Yeah.
does that 2-year-old go? How are you going to track them down? How are you going to find them?
A lot of conspiracy theories are going around though that like they're getting their organs, selling their organs and shit like that.
It's so terrifying.
They're gonna be on the wrong side of history. That's all I know. History's gonna tell the tale, but can't be waiting for that, man. Who knows? They might try to send my ass to Venezuela if they pull me over. I mean to El Salvador if they pull me over.
Right? I mean, they're
What's gonna stop them?
Yeah, done citizens, which is the scary thing.
Well, I think they do me like that. My little brother's a little crazy, man. He's not gonna let that happen. He's gonna, I hate to say it, do something crazy. Yeah, because first it looked like Judge Roberts was standing up to him, but now he's folding. All those judges need to be replaced, man.
Yeah, you see term limits and age restrictions, and
Yeah, Clarence Thomas already got busted doing taking all kind of trips and gifts, and he's still in there.
yeah, and they know it, and they don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. They set a bad precedent for everything, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's embarrassing. Like if you
Now, they didn't like us in other countries to begin with. They surely don't like us now. Because that USA, it hurt a lot of people, man. A lot of people, I hate to say it, died, man. Because they need that food. And then, Elon's parading his kid around while kids in other countries are dying because of what he did. Now he's trying to backtrack from all of that. It's too late, man. You sabotage your own companies. But he's not a smart guy, man.
He's not.
He can't even.
He's had a lot of luck.
He can't even. No, he's just a takeover. He takes over companies. Tesla, he took over Tesla too. Twitter, everything he takes over goes down. He can't even form a complete sentence. And I don't care if people say he's autistic or whatever. all doped out. He's all doped out.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
And then he said, what? There was over 1 million people over 100 years old collecting Social Security. And then there's none. There's none. He tried to destroy this country, man. That Hitler salute did it for me, though.
Seriously. Like, are you kidding me?
That's what, I didn't like him to begin with.
Yeah, same.
And once he did that, I said, oh, no. And some passengers I had, it said that it affected some of the people that they knew that, because, like, in Austin is a lot of people come from everywhere.
Yeah.
And I talked to a lot of people who live in Washington, D.C., and they're like, they don't know what their friends are gonna do. I said, well, shit, tell them to jump in the Uber. That's all I can say. Now they're trying to replace us too, because in
Those Waymo drivers.
they have the Waymo over there in Austin. And then the CEO of Uber says the Waymo robo taxis are busier than 99% of the human drivers. I said, man, that's bullshit. Because they're confined to what is it, 37 square mileage.
I don't know.
Yeah, already. They're confined there, and they can't drop off anywhere else. They said they're gonna come to San Antonio.
Oh Lord, please no.
People don't drive well over here, man.
Yeah. There were a bunch of my company has schools in Arizona, in the Phoenix area. There were a ton of Waymos there, and it was a hot mess.
Yeah. It still
crazy.
is. It still is. Those are made for everybody driving perfect.
Yeah.
And
Doesn't account for that.
yeah.
And then it's gonna make errors, just like anything does.
And
Any computer system.
people would always ask me over there, oh, you scared of the Waymo? I said, nah, truthfully, I drive circles around it.
Yeah.
I'll drive circles around it while it's driving circles in the parking lot.
Exactly. I've seen the videos. Yeah. I'm gonna be Delta Airlines.
All right. Yeah, I've seen one time I was dropping somebody off at the airport and I was coming back, and right there, Cesar Chavez in 35, it was stopped behind a broken down car.
Yeah. It doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, and so I went and dropped somebody off, and I came back. It was still behind the broken down car.
And then I've seen online, I've seen the videos of like when things go wrong, they try to do customer support, and customer support
can't do nothing.
They can't do anything. Yeah.
Can't do nothing.
They're literally useless. I saw that video of those two ladies in Austin who got like locked in it, and they were on the phone with customer support. Like it just stopped for no reason, like in the middle of a road, and they were like so afraid that they were going to get hit. People are blowing their horns.
Oh, they got out the car, right?
Yeah, they got out the car and just started walking.
And it still stayed there?
Yeah, but they had to fight with the person to unlock it because it wouldn't unlock. And
See, I
that was what
think
scared
when you
me.
start grabbing the steering wheel,
Yeah.
'cause they don't want people to sit in the driver's seat. I don't know. I've seen the Waymo run red lights, so I seen them change lanes in the intersection. I see them ducked off in back alleys. That's why I was like, what the hell is it doing back here?
Yeah.
I seen them, like 3 of them parked in front of people's house. People don't like that.
Yeah.
They're parking in front of your house. It's not illegal.
Yeah.
But come on, man. Can't park 3 Waymos in front of somebody's house.
Yeah.
One of my passengers told me, he said, yeah, man, they park in front of my neighbor's house. And he got tired. He started walking up to it, talking shit to it.
Yeah.
And he said he just started putting trash in front of where it was parking at. So it won't park there no more. And when they park to pick somebody up, they just park anywhere.
That's so insane.
At least because they're in downtown. When I'm picking up somebody downtown, I'm trying to find somewhere I could park, get out of everybody's way, man.
Right.
Because I don't want to get hit. Yeah, Elon's dropping those robo taxis later on this month, and
Such a mess.
yeah, it's gonna be even worse because those cameras, they're using camera, they're not using that LiDAR. Yeah, man, the kids are gonna have to fix everything that's wrong with the
really
government.
Are. Please, Lord, do.
But there's some good kids out there. I didn't think so until I've given some rides before, so and I tell them, man, it's up to y'all. It's up to y'all to fix everything that's going wrong right now.
Please do.
But they all have the phone glued to their hands, so. Come on, you don't know where you're going with. He's driving an Uber black car. And I hate to say it, there's nothing but foreigners are driving those cars.
Yeah.
It's on the other side.
Right here is perfect.
There's not, and then you know what? They have the earbud in the ear.
Yes, that too.
It's like, would you feel safe if I had the earbud in my ear? I know I wouldn't.
And they have a million of those black ice trees in there. Oh my gosh. Can we have like a limit on those? Air freshener's fine, but do we need that many?
I hope I didn't hit her with no extra, man, because I took a wrong turn. No, I didn't. I'm happy about that. Great conversation, man. I didn't know they were doing that to the kids like that, man. You know they're kind of trying to cut all kind of shit, man.